sideline.
The Pony Express put SMU football on the map, and Gerald J. Ford Stadium continues to shine. Opened in 2000, its capacity of 32,000 has grown over the years. The SMU Mustangs are high on the success of last season and hope to pack the Pony again this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Mustangs kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. They reached a national championship game last year, couldn't quite get the job done. What challenges do you see them running into this year beyond the schedule?
And that motivated them all offseason. To be runner-ups, to watch somebody else celebrate and hold the trophy, and you were so close, Jesse. New additions, new faces, but this squad is hungry.
That's the key. This coaching staff really took a deep dive into their roster, and they isolated the positions that they felt they needed to get better at, and they addressed that in high school recruiting and the portal. I'm expecting big things from them this year.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Throwing, Mensah. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got some room to run. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, SMU!
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There's tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Running inside, it's Fletcher. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
And for the majority of the offseason, we thought Nncfl was going to be starting for Duke in the offseason saga that happened. Obviously, a lot went into it. But here's what you know about Miami quarterbacks in recent history. Cam Ward, the #1 pick. Carson Beck, a lot of experience coming in. Now Darren Nncfl comes in. Miami finds the guy. They have to have that spot covered. And Palmer, they got a really good one.
There's a crease. Powers through. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. He's up to 49 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season. A give to Brown. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
DB's right up on the receivers. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll get the transfer rolling with an early carry. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And the Mustangs getting set on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He wants to change this route. Off play action. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Mustangs look to keep this drive humming. Here's how the career starts, his first carry.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Whoa, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Stepping to the right. He'll try to do it himself. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. The run inside, it's Green. Really good job by everybody there, well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here, step up. Get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Now from inside the red zone. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll go to the counter. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. He's got 59 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. And the Canes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, their defense did a great job deep in their own end, right? Getting the turnover on downs, and now the offense is starting to pay that off. On the third play of this drive, third down, they're able to run it, pick up the first, they stay on the field, and they're going to try and churn this thing out.
Off the play fake on first down. Got a man, it's Vaughn. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
Here's Mensah to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Lofton. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Now facing a third and long. Mensah. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a first and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Green. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Can the D deny them on second and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-bodied guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. And it slips just inside that right upright. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing, Mensah. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. We've got a very low number beside your name. You're going to get everybody's best shot, and that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Got his man. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. And the Canes will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Here's Mensah to throw. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. He makes a catch. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
And the Hurricanes will have it 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today, this one from 34 yards out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Running inside, it's Green. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Unleashes one. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Pocket breaking down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. And the Mustangs will punt it away on 4th down. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Northern Illinois, taking on the number 18 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Huskies, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings, pushing them to 1-0 on a short season. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Knight. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. The run inside. It's Green. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Knight. Breaks into the open. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Mustangs are marching down the field. Throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Makes the grab, it's Hale. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Off the play fake. Rushes on him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long.
Wide 80, wide 80.
Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Going to try to get it himself. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
SMU 10, Miami 6.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Turns it on at midfield. He now has 106 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front seven, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in the run game, and they got gashed there.
Using his legs, it's Fletcher.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Mensa. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Green. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They're going to ride this running back. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Jennings. Open on the left side is Smith. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got him. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Takes it from the gun on third down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. He might want another play. On 4th down, looking to pass. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Throwing, Mensah. Trying to set up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Quick strike complete. And they're able to get him down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football. He's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. On target to the left. Hits the crease. The 40. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Canes! They've got the lead here in the 4th. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper was a bolt of lightning, a touchdown pass from 84 yards out. And he's coming out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll run play action. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. And is their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time. Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Back to throw, it's Jennings. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This defense so far, they've understood the mission. The mission is to get this fast, speedy quarterback on the ground. And they've got to him early, they've got to him often, and most importantly, they continue to get him on the ground and create these negative plays for this offense that creates a big hole for him.
Makes the catch at the 35. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Looking left. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Throwing, Hawkins. And he can't make the connection on his 1st attempt.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Moving out to the right. He's going to run it. On the move at the 30. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
Really nice timing. Nice job by the quarterback. He drops back to pass, but how about saving your best for when it matters most late?
1st down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Pulls and fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Hawkins. He'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Fires to the big fella. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, after allowing a touchdown on the last drive, this offense has to be able to answer. And getting that third down here on the third play of this drive is a good step toward doing that. Nice job by the QB. Good rhythm. This offense now has got it going. They need to pay this thing off, but that was a big one, no question.
Just keep slinging it. Finds his man. It's Hale.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's got his man. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Intercepted, and he's got a convoy with it. Touchdown, Hurricanes! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. On to attempt the try. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Throwing, Hawkins. It's complete on the right side. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
So now it's 2nd and long. Again, it's Hawkins. Bringing the heat. Being chased. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
I think this team knew coming in today they needed to be able to run the football, and they were going to have to get some of that production from the quarterback, and he just broke off his longest run of the game so far. That was critical for his confidence, for this offense's confidence, and right now if you're on defense, you've got to find an answer for this guy.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Finds us back in the middle.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Makes the grab and gets the foot in bounds, and it'll be a first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
The Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10.
Ready. Go, go.
Hawkins. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They go play action with Hawkins. Here's the pressure. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. They'll move the wide receiver. Hawkins from the gun on 3rd down. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And he made the extra point without problem. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Fletcher. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to impose their will with the run. Got enough for the first. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Miami! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. The Hurricanes back on top.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Throwing throwing, Hawkins. Trying to escape and get it himself. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Under fire. Got the first down. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lets it fly. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And the defense comes up with a sack, but I think that penalty flag is going to wipe it out, and it's going to be a first down for the offense. Defense in the neutral zone. Glad to have you with us from Kenan Stadium in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the North Carolina Tar Heels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game, he told me that they are going to rely heavily on their passing attack. That has been a huge part of their scheme, partly because
the Hurricanes headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 20. So Miami's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
And he was all...
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here's a heat. At the 35, he's open. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
To the air on first down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that will try to submarine these rigged running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Running inside, it's Patterson. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wideout. They'll go right back to the run. Maybe some room here. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I like the adjustments from this offense from first possession to second. Like first possession, you tell maybe a little bit nervous, maybe just not starting the way they wanted to, didn't script the plays, but now putting a good drive together, a good response from punting last drive.
Oh, they're after him. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Now the play fake. Under fire. Going for 6. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. On the ground with the counter. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for once.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Got his man to the left. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. The give on the counter. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Patterson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than...
Caught, and he's got room. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
And the Canes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Canes! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive covered. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. At the end of that last play, there is a Tar Heel down on the field and shaken up. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. He's got the back in the middle. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
Man, I love on 3rd down when I know I have a running back that can beat guys. Whether you want to cover me with a linebacker or a safety, I can run an angle route, and I can have success because my quarterback knows exactly when he's going to break, and that defense is not going to beat my running back.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. To the air on 2nd down. Gets open down the middle.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Here comes the heat. And they got it.
That is exactly what this defense...
Looking for a crease. It's Patterson. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that rate and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
At the end of that last play, there is a Tar Heel down on the field and shaken up. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. The run inside. It's Patterson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. He's got it again. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hands to the football, and they have been able to shut.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give and tick, 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 tick. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. We'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. Makes it past the marker. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. North Carolina will call its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They'll run it. It's Patterson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. That is the final timeout for the Tar Heels. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. They go right back to it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The play action fake. The throw. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Might as well finish with a little flair. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays,
Wide 53. Wide 53. Go, go.